Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Unique Lens, the podcast. I am your host, Jen, and this week I have the pleasure of talking to Xiaodan He, who made a beautiful film called Montreal, My Beautiful. We'll get to that very shortly, but in the meantime, let's have a quick recap of what this podcast is all about. I chose to create a podcast about a year ago. I've been chatting with friends. I had lost my job and I needed to get creative. And unfortunately, getting creative when you're down in the dumps because you don't feel like you're progressing professionally is not a good cure for creating content or talking to people in the void like I'm doing right now. But something happened to me in the last few months. I got diagnosed with ADHD, inattentive version. I got on some good medicine. It turns out my brain does function, that I'm not completely depressed all the time, and that I have some cool folks that I can reach out to and get talking to. So I'd like to first thank SIF Film Festival, who were the first people to accept my grand idea of doing a podcast and let me get in touch with them and see some films at the festival and interview the awesome folks from Edie Arnold is a Loser, which I still really would like you to go see if you can find it at a festival near you and hopefully on a big screen near you. And then I want to thank Kathleen Mullen, who is a programmer at the Frameline Film Festival and was also a programmer at SIF. She and I go way back to $3 Bill Cinema here in Seattle. When I first arrived, I went looking for my people and found this lovely nonprofit that was filled with just wonderful humans that soon became my Seattle community for a long time. It was nice to catch up with Kathleen a couple of times, even though turns out first episode, if you don't press record, you're not recording anything. And so that was my bad. I sat on the floor and cried and got up and pivoted. And so we call that a technical issue and we move on. And I was excited to bring you a couple episodes so far. I have plenty ideas of who else to talk to. I'm excited. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you know of any artist in any shape or form, be it film, television, books, paintings, photography, music, any of those, or even food, I would love to sit down and chat. So for now, here is my interview with Xiaodan He from Montreal, My Beautiful. Enjoy. Welcome to Unique Lens, the podcast, in all things art and helping folks forget a little bit about the world around them for a while by talking to inspiring filmmakers, musicians, art creatives, anybody in the middle. And so today I'm joined by Xiaodan He, who has put together the most beautiful film called Montréal Ma Belle or Montreal My Beautiful. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Jen, for having me, and it's my pleasure. And yeah, absolutely, it's my pleasure to share with you about this movie.
So I'm talking to you as you will be screening at Frameline's 50th Film Festival.
Exactly.
Which will be a very exciting time for all folks around Frameline. 50 years, that's my birthday this year too. So I was like, I need to talk to people who are bringing things to Frameline so that we can all celebrate together. It's an incredible film festival.
Yeah, you know what, Jane? It's so first of all, I feel very pity that I couldn't participate in person because I will fly to China very soon. Wow. And they with my mom, actually, my mom is here in Montreal, so I should go back with her. But also, it's my vacation already planned before. Okay. So when I got the selection news from Frameline, I was so like. I said, "Oh, what should I do?" But finally, I know I should go back to China to visit my family. It's been a while,
yeah,
and also I really cannot do all the festivals because it is happening everywhere in the world, as you mentioned. Well, and another thing is, you said it's your birthday, but also it's 50 years of this festival, and also this year I turned it into 50 years old or so in my life. So
Well,
I
happy
found that
birthday to both of us and
both of us,
Frameline. Look at
yeah,
us.
it's very important age,
It
50,
is.
and a very important turning point, I think.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've started thinking back about the different decades and what you learn from your different decades. And this one, I'm excited about this one. I feel like I figured out me. And it's
That's a
taken a while because I'm really good at figuring out other people, but figuring out yourself,
absolute
that's the whole difference
a whole
ball
difference.
game.
And this is so, how to say in French, ça fait du bien.
Ça fait du bien, c'est vrai. Absolument. Non, on peut faire ça entre français et anglais, and the people listening are just going to have to learn French or English, depending on. I have family in French-speaking areas, so hopefully they'll be excited to hear some French.
Some French, yeah.
So first, congratulations. Montreal, ma belle is truly poetic. It is beautifully shot. It's I love that you were able to cast Joan Chen in this character, and Charlotte Aubin is equally their relationship is truly beautiful. So I'll start with the obvious question that most people ask is how did the project come about? What was your why for making this film?
Absolutely, Jen. So, two big reasons if I really want to analyze this procedure. So, first of all, after my first feature movie, A Touch of Spring, I shot that movie in my hometown in China, in the small town I was born. So, after that one, I really had a strong desire to shoot a movie in Montreal because this year it's been 24 years I have been living in Montreal.
Wow.
And I never changed the city in Canada as an immigrant. So after so many years, well, when I finished my first feature, it was already like more than 15 years. So I totally had this desire and like even a need to do a movie based in Montreal. Because as a filmmaker, it's so important that you feel close to the place where you want to shoot a movie, where you want to create a story.
Yeah.
So I found that I was ready after more than 15 years. I had something to say, and I know I needed to do something here. So this is really the first and I think the biggest motivation. I was searching for a story, very in purpose.
Yeah.
And then it happened like it's not by chance, but also it came from a long reflection about the Chinese homosexual how to say community and their reality, especially lesbian story.
Yeah,
that topic I have been always interested in that topic, but I had no chance to really develop a story. So when I would like to find a story in Montreal, and I found that can be a very special, even original how to say angle. To tell an immigrant story, because obviously I want to tell an immigrant story, and I want to focus a woman's story, and also middle-aged woman. As we said, the 50s.
Yes, grateful for that, by the way.
Yeah, it's such a important age and very very much actually ignored by the cinema. So all these reflections came together like to convince me that if I treat Chinese lesbian woman of the immigrant story based in Montreal, I feel confident and very much actually urged to tell this story. So all these come from there. And then
Yeah.
the story actually came to me, I should say, quite easily.
Uh-huh.
It's not I'm not arrogant to say that easily, but it means because it's from a long-term reflection,
Yep.
long-term observation. So when I got this idea, the story came to me
Yep.
quite easily. Yeah.
Yeah. No arrogance in that. And it's true with self-reflection. After a while, things sort of come together and the images come. And
Yeah.
as a writer, you wrote this as well, correct?
I wrote this. All my films so far. I wrote all the scripts, and I love
That's fantastic.
writing. I love writing, so that helped me
Yeah.
because as an independent filmmaker, as you know, you cannot have the very good scripts from other people
Yep.
easily. So I said I will do my by myself.
Yeah. No, and it is something, having spent some time reflecting. I occasionally write. I want to believe I have a story in me as well. I seem to be saying this every time I talk to somebody. And it is the reflection part is what creates the ease of putting the story together once you get going. And so um, when you looked at casting, um, how did you approach Joan?
This is also a lovely story and a beautiful story, I should say. When I did my first feature in China, I
Mm-hmm.
met one woman. Her name is Momo. Each
Okay.
time I mention her name because it's so important. She helped me so much,
Mm-hmm.
and she worked in all her life in the cinema domain in China, and she is 74 years this year.
Oh,
and
wow.
and because of that Hong Kong that meeting, we
Yep.
became very very good friends. So after I almost finished the script, when I feel ready to share with the people I trust,
Yeah.
I definitely thought of Momo. I just want to know her opinion. I said, who you
Yeah.
think can play this very challenging and complex and
Yeah.
audacious role? And Momo thought just a little bit, and she answered, for sure, Joan Chen should be the one of the best options.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, absolutely, Joan Chen, for sure. I said,
Yeah.
but how can I get her?
I
I said,
know that
she's
has
such
to
a,
be nerve-wracking, because then once it's in your head, you're like, okay, now how does this work?
yeah, and she's a legendary,
Yeah.
to us and to a lot, all the generations Chinese audience. She's such a legendary. And Momo told to me, don't worry, Xiaodan, I can help you
Oh,
at least to present your script to John. And from there, we'll see what will happen. But at
yeah.
least I can introduce your script to her. And it was a pandemic.
Oh, wow.
So that actually helped, I should say,
Yeah, she
because
had time to read.
exactly.
Yay,
Otherwise,
sometimes it works
otherwise,
out.
exactly. Otherwise, she is always busy, busy. She's such a hardworking
Ye
person, never stopped. I really admire her, Joan. Such a really, she had so good energy and work always. So
Mhm.
that period, she was at home. So she read the script quite very quick, I should
Yeah.
say, and then I got the answer very quick. Also,
Wow.
she from her agent from the beginning, and she fell in love actually to this script and the character of Feng Sha almost immediately.
Wow.
So I
You
think
would. I
I think
mean, what a story to tell. I think it's, and what a chance to play that. And she has been so supportive of LGBTQ movies in the
yeah,
past. I look
that's
through,
true.
and yes, she's been working
Yeah,
forever. And it's true, she has this really long IMDb list of movies, but I've definitely caught her in a couple of films that I love, like Saving Face and What's
yeah,
Cooking.
yeah.
And then recently The Wedding Banquet. Um, Also fantastic films. And she brings she brings a piece to this film
Mm-hmm.
and a heartbreak that is just impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
And then Charlotte, I really she got why her character would seem one way, but you could tell from her face she was in a whole different place. How did you approach Charlotte? How did that come about?
Mm-hmm. From for Charlotte, this the procedure is more like how to say traditional way
Yeah.
to audition
Hmm.
the talents here in Quebec. So I should say in Quebec we have a really very good actors and
Yes.
actresses. So for this role, we I auditioned. I think 10 to 10 to 12
Okay.
around 12 actually actresses at this age, and I choose and I watch their video and in person, the audition in person. So I feel like finally me and my producer and the distributor together, we thought even my boyfriend, because he's a Quebecois and he's from
Yeah.
Quebec, so I even asked her his opinion also. For sure, I have my vision, but I, al- I also want to ask the person
Yeah.
around me, and I believe that even from the video from the audition, I can already feel the chemistry
Hmm.
that can very
Yeah.
charming chemistry between these two women on the big screen. So yeah, and Charlotte is also a very professional, experienced actress.
Hmm.
She she played in many different stuff,
Yeah.
movie, TV and theater. So I never doubt she her professional side. Yeah.
Yeah. And you've now been to a number of film festivals. What are some of the sort of feedback from this film that you're getting from audiences that are memorable?
Oh, yeah, Jane. I should say I I'm very grateful for all these festivals. Everyone who really loved this movie. They everywhere. I should say every festival so far. I present this movie. I got so so many good comments.
Yeah.
If I can um, include like three adjective to describe the reaction from the
Hmm.
audience, I think the first one is touching.
Yeah.
Um, they just told me watch a moving and a touching story.
Yeah.
They a lot of audience told me they cry and
Oh yeah.
they cried. Young audience and middle aged the woman audience and
Yeah.
even older audience. So different ages group. And the second one, I think they found this film is very authentic.
Authentic. Yeah.
Authentic. They found I presented the truth for
Yeah.
middle-aged woman's struggle, um, not only for a immigrant woman, but for a
Just in
woman.
general, that's true.
Yeah, in general, not no matter what nationality, what identity. So
Yeah.
this middle-aged woman's struggle, the reality from the family's obligation,
Right.
her own dream, her own desire, etc. So I think it's authentic. I got the very often,
Yeah.
and another one is the poetic and beautiful, as you
Yeah.
mentioned. Yeah. That's I
Yeah.
think
No,
this
it's beautifully shot, and I love her daughter in it as well.
mm,
I
yeah,
love the the immigrant story from the kid's perspective as well of, okay, I was born in this country and
yeah,
I don't understand. And as you grow up, it's true, you start seeing your parent and kind of seeing the obligations, but as a teen you're like, but why? Like, don't do that. Go be you. Um and I remember doing
absolutely.
this with my mom a long time ago, and she was similar place, having immigrated to Switzerland in the
Okay.
70s. And it was sort of early 90s. She was really sort of lost in all of this. And she wanted to go and teach English in Vietnam. And
Okay.
she was worried about it, but also it is literally the thing that got her out of her marriage and into the life that she has now of just, yeah, being true to you. And and I think this film is a really great reminder to do that
Oh,
for
thank you,
sure.
Jane. Thank you.
Yeah,
You see, a
truly.
lot. I think I got a lot of people share with me their
Yeah,
personal experience with their parents,
yeah.
especially the immigrant parents, and
Yeah.
I totally understand.
And it is, they come, parents who are in the late 70s, early 80s and later
Hmm.
come from a generation as well of you stick to what you have chosen.
Yeah,
You go
yeah,
by, you've made a decision to be married and you have to stick to it. And
yeah.
then there are different variations depending on culture. But, yeah, there's a freedom when you can finally kind of stand by yourself and be like, no, I'm not a two people unit. I'm a one and another sort of thing.
Yeah,
And so,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah.
And
And thank you for the
especially,
end. I
oh,
appreciate the end because I like an ending that you
okay.
can make up for yourself. Um, I think it's, the husband was an incredible actor too, by the way. I think
Hmm.
your cast just kind of got this story and truly,
Thank
um,
you.
yeah, really, really
You feel
elevated it.
you feel well. Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
this is also, yeah, very well. One lady I remember when I presented it in Kingston, she said, director, usually when I watch a movie in the theater, I know I'm watching a movie, so I always have like a distance with
Yeah.
this with
Yeah.
what I'm watching. But this time, she said, this is the first time I feel I'm not watching a movie, and I live with all these people together. They are so weird. They are like my
Yeah.
neighbors, and I really get involved inside, and
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Feeling seen on screen is a really beautiful thing. Do you remember the first time you felt seen on screen?
I felt sorry the first
Seen
time.
felt like you really connected with the story and it was no longer like a film. It was
Oh
actually
yeah, yeah,
very
yeah.
personal.
Oh yeah, 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 Jane. Actually, this is what I think hit me,
Hmm.
the art of cinema.
Yeah.
It's my first experience in back to my very young age when I started to learn cinema in
Hmm.
Beijing Film Academy.
Yeah.
I was only 18 years old, and because back that time in China, we didn't have a lot of chance to watch the movies from
Right.
other places,
Yep.
right? So, but in Film Academy in this school university, we had that privilege to watch movies from all over the world.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So I was like shocked to watch so many like different movies for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
And then the film of a Taiwan director, his name is Hou Xiaoxian. He's a master, like the Chinese director master.
Okay.
We consider her really like the top,
Yep.
the spiritual leader of
Excellent.
the Chinese cinema. So I watched his movie. It's about a group of young guy in a small town in Taiwan.
Hmm.
I was touched so deeply, and because I grew up in a small town in China, in south of China, with my grandparents.
Okay.
So I got immediately how to say uh, connected
Yeah.
to the characters and to their state, to
Hmm.
their life experience.
Yeah.
And I cried the whole night when I get back to my dormitory in the school, and I cried like how to say secretly. I don't want
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
friends knowing I'm crying. I was shy, but I just found how real can be a cinema and how deep emotionally
Hmm.
can get us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
from that, I think from that movie, I was totally like um, convinced I
Yep.
want to try in to be a filmmaker, to be a director.
Brilliant. This has been really amazing. Now, before we close out,
Oh,
where can people see your
mm.
film? We've got Frameline 50 coming up,
Oh,
and
I,
then
and then actually in I think it's July 12th in New York. The festival is New York Asian Film Festival.
excellent.
So that one will be the close one to in States,
Great.
and also something will happening in Macau
Oh,
uh,
fantastic.
very soon. I think it's also like around these days in Macau, or in Macau and in Singapore.
Wow, this is amazing. I
Yeah,
love
and
that. It's just an international travel around the world. I love
internet.
it. But
Yeah, and
you get
September in Hong Kong.
in Hong Kong. Yeah.
September Hong Kong is also Hong Kong Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, and I will
Hasn't
go
China
there.
changed? Isn't it amazing?
Oh, that's great! That's great. Even I know for now this movie cannot be screened in mainland of China,
Hmm.
but at least in Hong Kong, in Macau, we can screen it.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the news from Taiwan also.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's
good luck with that. But most
thank you.
importantly, enjoy your vacation with your family. That's
Yes,
important. That's
yeah,
very
yeah.
important. Um,
Exactly, Jane. Thank you. This is why I said I don't want to change my ticket. I don't want
nope.
to change my plan. And yeah.
No, congratulations. This is a truly beautiful movie, and I'm excited for folks to see it um, in San Francisco and across the world.
Oh, yeah. I think I don't know if John will go to some this Frameline festival. I didn't ask her yet, but uh, she will go to New York. She will
Okay.
attend the New York Asian Film Festival. Uh, so I hope, yeah,
Yeah.
I hope everywhere in the festival, the audience can enjoy it, can spread your words to bring more audience to it. And I hope this film can be showing as much as possible.
Yeah.
Uh, Again, to let people know to inspire the people to. I think it's a good way to share the culture,
Yeah.
to share the venue, and the
Yeah.
reality
Yeah.
of immigrants' life of
And I always enjoy a film that's in multiple languages. I miss
yeah, yeah.
languages.
Oh,
So
oh, yeah.
I always enjoy hearing.
I'm happy to hear that, because I know it's French and Chinese and with subtitle, English subtitle. Maybe that will make some audience feel a little bit complicated.
I
But
mean, come on, people. You got to just get used to it because there is incredible
yeah,
cinema in foreign languages.
yeah,
And by foreign, I literally mean not in English because that seems
yeah,
to be
yeah.
what that
Oh,
means these days. So,
Exactly, because I
no,
heard
I,
of that. There's maybe some audience because of the subtitles that can block some audience. But I think as a filmmaker, we should stick to the reality, to the real stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
100%. And also
so
just
important.
it, your voice is in two languages. And so it makes sense that you would write it in both those languages.
Yeah, because the language is one part of your identity, is
100%.
one part of yourself. It's so
Yep.
important. So Joan in this movie, when she speaks French and Chinese, you can feel the subtle difference, the nuance, and the
100%.
different personality, and so
Yeah.
beautiful, right? Yeah,
Yeah. And there's something fascinating in, um, thinking about acting in a different language as well. It brings out a different personality.
yeah,
So
exactly. I feel this is why I write the script. It's for me, it's so natural. It's in Chinese, and
Exactly.
French, because this is my daily life here in
Yep.
Montreal. I switch constantly between
Yep.
French and Chinese, sometimes English.
Yep.
So I found this is a reality of living in Montreal for a lot of, for most, for all the immigrants.
Right.
You have to
Yep.
accept all these.
And it's called communication, and you should do it
Yeah,
in any
yeah.
way you can. We could
And
talk
last
forever.
Yeah. Oh, last
Yeah.
point, last thing, Jane, because you asked where people can watch this movie, I just want to do a small promotion here. I think my distributor very soon, after the tour of the festival, they will put this movie on YouTube and Apple TV globally. Um,
Wow, brilliant.
because now it's only in Canada.
Mhm.
In Canada, inside of Canada, it on Prime,
Yeah.
on Apple TV, on YouTube. We can already watch this movie online here, but after a while, people can watch it like everywhere globally. I wish that will happen soon.
Yes. Well, enjoy your vacation. I've really enjoyed chatting with you, and good luck with this film. And I look forward to your next one.
Me too, Jen, and thank you again for having me. And good luck to your work and to your life also. And
Thank you.
we continue our passion to the cinema.
100%. I'm all over it. All right. Have a lovely
Thank
day.
you.